We got 20 seconds.
It should be on mine, so you guys should be able just to
I don't know how to
share it from mine and shit. Because I don't think she has all you guys' fucking. I don't know how many.
Once you share it, then.
Well, it should automatically go
to my Ozzy's page.
I think so. She'll let us know, but.
All right, I'm gonna share it right now so that way you guys have it.
All right.
You're sharing what's on your page, Ozzy?
So is it going on my Oz page?
Do you want me to do both?
I mean, what other one are you doing? The Intoxicated?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, just do it to the. Yeah, you can do both. Yes, please.
Intoxicated Pedestrians.
There it is. Got it. After I learn how to spell, that would be great.
Fucking spell checker over here.
You have to misspell it because Ozzy can't spell it.
INTOXXIKATED.
The autocorrect kept kicking it out, and it looks great. And I would put, okay, cool, and then it would kick it out. And so I thought it was still good. And then when I went to send it to you, I didn't even catch it when I sent it. And you're like, hey, and I'm like, motherfucker. I'm like, this is killing me.
I'm like, I really want to share this shit, but like, can you?
No, I get it. If you want it shared and it's your brand, you want it right. No, I get it completely. But we're live now, so I'm going to do a little introduction for everyone. Hello, my name's Lace. Welcome to Drinking Creep.
Lacey.
I have the Intoxicated Pedestrians. Did I say that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
All right, cool. So while we're here, let's dive into it. For people that don't know, we've had them on a couple years ago, and it was a fun time. They're back, and they have some new stuff that's came out, some stuff that's happened. So with that being said, we're going to dive into the meaning of your name.
The meaning?
The meaning to the band name. Let's hear the story behind it.
All right, I'm gonna try to make this quick, and y'all already know that my stories ain't quick, but damn, I don't know. See, now I'm already trying to bring it back too far, but so at one point I was just doing a solo project, and then I was asked if I wanted to do the Cottonmouth Kings. And I have to bring it back. So I was once a solo artist going under Double G, and like my crew fell apart, and I kept doing it, and so I was doing the solo thing, and then the MCA Adam from the Beastie Boys passed away. And it was like the night right before I played a show, and I had a bass player with me, and so I had a guitar on it, and so it was the next night, and I was like, we should do a tribute for Beastie Boys. So we did Fight for Your Right to Party. And because of that, it spun off. The promoter was like, dude, you just gave me a great idea. And that spun off into a show where all the local artists like got to do, it was like a tribute concert to the Beastie Boys. And everybody got to do a Beastie Boys song. And actually, so he was like, well, you spawned this show about doing the Beastie Boys tribute. And I was like, okay, well, so if people know Beastie Boys trivia, like, or Beastie Boys history, they were a punk band, So like their first album was like a short, I think it was like 12-minute long punk album. So I was like, for my one song, like I just want to do the whole album. Like that was my song. And so I got that approved, and I put a band together to do that, like a punk rock band, from some of the punk bands in town, and I got them guys to play with me, and so that was our song. It was like 10 minutes long because somebody already, actually Los Pistoleros, played Egg Ray Del Mojo, and so that was on the album, and so our short got set or shortened up, and it was like a 10-minute set, and I had a band together. Like I got some punk rock bands to like come and do this shit with me, and so we did that, and then because of that show, I was approached to do Cottonmouth King show, and because of that show, I was like, okay, now, like, so in between this time that we were approached to do the Cottonmouth show, I was like, I'm not doing solo shit no more. So if I'm gonna do this show, then I started making demands like right out the gate. I was like, I want to do both shows in the the West Coast before they. So we did Cali and Nevada, 2 Cali shows. We did Tahoe and Mammoth, and then I was the only one that had a band and shit. Like most rappers only have like a flash drive, and I was like, yo, my band wants to play, and I put together a band. So how it all came, that's how it came about. So we're looking for a name. So in between these shows, the bass player that I had, shout out to Miller Lowlife, the original bassist. He came to visit me in Carson City, and he'd never been there before. And we went and had a wild night, and we got pulled over walking by the cops for walking, and we ended up getting intoxicated pedestrian violation tickets. And we went to jail on, it was a Friday and it was a holiday weekend. So if we wouldn't have got bailed out, we would have been in there till Monday morning. So it would have been a 3-day weekend in jail. But luckily he bailed us out, and he bailed himself out first, and then he bailed me out. Thank God. I was like screaming at him through the window and shit. He bailed me out, and so we got out that night. And then when we went to court, and we found out that we have tickets for Intoxicated Pedestrians, he was like, this is like the greatest name for a fucking band and shit. And so that's a fucking story behind the name. We actually got tickets. I have them to prove it. And that's and it was bittersweet that the first show we got to play, I got to go hang up flyers all over Carson City, and it says Intoxicated Pedestrians on it, and that was amazing.
That's awesome, though. Like, it's an unfortunate story on how you got the ticket, but it inspired a great band name. So it was a win.
Yeah. And so, like, almost 12 years deep now.
That's awesome. And I know a lot has happened in this band the last couple of years. So you want to give me an update about the shows you've done? And I know you mentioned about you just put out you guys put out a new music video. So you want to dive into that a little bit?
I would say, well, since the last time that we talked to you, Johnny can speak on it too. Like, I think we were kind of struggling with the band members at that point.
Yes, yeah, so many different band members.
Speak up. Go for it.
That's all it was. Like we had guitar players, bass players, tried a couple vocalists. They come around for a practice or two, all about it, and then ghosted. You never hear from them again.
Or show up for practice, but not for the show that we've been practicing for.
Oh yeah, that's it. We practice for a show, and the day of the
Speak
show,
up, you guys.
then they don't show up to the show. So then you never hear from them again. Like it's been a rough couple years since we last talked.
It really has. Like, we did end up getting booked for Cottonmouth Kings again, and which was bittersweet because that was like 10 years later. That's how it all started. And then 10 years later, we get to play for them again. And, we had Johnny, and we had our original bass player come back for that show. It was kind of bittersweet that we got to play for them. Like that's kind of what kicked off this whole thing, besides the Beastie Boys tribute. But Intoxicated started because of the mini tour with Cottonmouth Kings. So to be able to play for them like 10 years later was pretty dope. Did we have a DJ? Oh, that Cobalt or what?
I don't think I did that show. The Cottonmouth Kings.
So that's what brought us back, was the Cottonmouth Kings again. And so we did. Yes, you did. What other guitar? What other guitar player would we have? What other guitar player would we even? Okay. Anyway, so since then, we've totally fucking regrouped and have the most solid lineup that me and Johnny have probably ever had.
Yeah, that's good.
Do you want to introduce everybody, Johnny, and like say how everybody came to about now and shit, or what?
Are we on that segment yet?
Yeah, go ahead. Don't forget to speak up.
Speak up.
Okay. So yeah, me and Oz have been struggling trying to find musicians to work with us. And my older brother right here, Andy.
Is he loud enough?
Andres. He's like,
Yeah,
I got your back. He's like, he likes to play bass. So he's like, anywhere you go, I'll go with you. So that's how he got started. And it was just for one show.
Because their bass player quit on them like right before the show.
Like a week before the show.
And Johnny's like, you want to play bass? I'm not a bass player. He said, well, it's more than what we have.
What was your first show? Kung Fu?
Slain.
Kung Fu Vampire?
Slain.
My first show was at the
Jubs.
I know, but then you didn't play with us for a
No, I was just a fill-in.
Okay.
And then we practiced. Well, me and Johnny would practice at the house because we had like 3 days to get a set, and then Oz shortened the set because I don't know nothing about nothing, and it came out pretty good. So then I was like, all right. And then so I was like, cool, we got a bass player. Let me book shows. I'm
just like threw him
borrowing
on
a bass
stage.
guitar.
We just we just were like, okay, you can play bass, okay, and then we just like threw him on the like the big stage, like. So what? That was Slain.
I don't know.
That was your first one, but like years later, now your next one was
The very first
Kung
one,
Fu Vampire, right?
that was the one that we actually like kind of practiced. But yeah, the first one I got thrown at on Drubs over in the Reno hip hop something, and
oh shit,
it sounded all right.
All right. So anyway, she was asking about what's happened since and fucking what we've done since then. So basically, like in a nutshell, we've finally found the right fucking crew. We got a solid shit going on right now. Everybody, like, we're not dealing with flakes anymore, and like we're not we're pretty sure about ourselves, I would think, at this point.
Then Jimmy
so-
then Jimmy comes along.
So me and Johnny've still been rocking together. At the time, I think that Jay was possibly with us or not with us, but he quit for a couple of years during the COVID time, and now he's back with us rocking. He's not here tonight. And so then we started doing shows again, and Andy jumped back right into the mix with us. And now we got our newest member here from the mighty Machine Gun Vendetta, punk rock band veterans in Reno scene and beyond. And
Yeah, we've like done a couple shows together, some big ones. Like, yeah,
How did you get roped into?
shit. Ozzy came out to my house to help clean up, like pull some weeds.
Speak up.
And we just started talking about it. Like, wouldn't that be funny if I like joined these guys and just started jamming and, you know,
It wasn't a joke to me, but like,
Oh,
I was
he
like,
wasn't joking.
fuck yeah. I was like,
Yeah.
dude, we need a lead guitarist. Like, fucking come and fucking jam out with us. And then I don't know. So like, I mean, since we've talked to you, I don't know if we had just done the Kung Fu Vampire shows, possibly. We did that for 2 days, and then since then, like I said, all this shit came together like pretty quickly after the Cottonmouth Kings like kind of reunited everybody and make shit serious again. We've opened up for A Killer's Confession. We've opened up for
Lie, the last one we just did.
that was Vended.
yeah, we just recently opened for Vended, the Slipknot kids. We did a festival, Pig Fest. Shout out to Pig Fest. That's like a 10-year
Yeah,
anniversary out here in the desert in Dayton. What else?
Went and hung out with Head PE and shit. We're on a contest to tour with those guys.
We'll talk about what we got coming up. So yeah, that's kind of like what we've done at.
Well, it all sounds like good things, which is good. It sounds like you got a solid crew now. But let's take a minute and talk about that 5th crew member that you have there. That beautiful girl that's hanging out.
The
Yeah.
Bella baby.
She's the mascot.
Yeah.
She's too damn adorable. This is the first time I've actually had her friend on alive on a podcast, so that's awesome.
She's a podcast whore. She gets in all of them.
She loves it.
She
I
knows
love
she knows what we're doing. She wants
knows
to be on
when the
camera.
lights on, she knows.
While we have a moment, we had some people that has dropped in. Monique says hi. John,
Hey.
what's up, you all? Chris says
What's up,
hello, and Scotty Slater says Jimmy Joe is a good dude.
Yeah, Scotty
Yeah,
Slater. What's
man.
up, buddy?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Thanks for tuning in.
For sure.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? We're here. Sorry, like my commentary like always drags on.
No, you're fine. You guys are doing good. All right. So for the viewers out there that are currently watching and ones that will be watching when it replays, out of your guys' songs repertoire, what would be a good song recommendation you would give to a new listener?
The newest one.
I mean, I would say
Renovated.
go check out we just dropped a video this morning, and we didn't plan it that we were going to be on your podcast when the video dropped. Like that shit was already like pre-planned like weeks ago, and it just so happens that we dropped a video and now we're doing a podcast at the same time. So yeah, I mean, that's a good introduction. It's on all platforms, all video platforms, all social media platforms, all The main thing would be go to our YouTube and
I could drop it in the comments.
subscribe. You know what I'm saying? And the video just came out. It's called Renovated, and it's all about that Wild Wild West shit. You know what I'm saying? Check it out. We got a dope video. We actually we got to go film with some wild horses and shit. It's like
so dope.
it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I could drop it. I could drop a link in the comments.
Yeah,
I
dude.
would- I would-
Well, we had
I
that
would
special
drop
guest, Richie Pinelli.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
I think your guys' internet's delaying a little bit. It's started to buffer for a second.
Is Johnny good on here? No.
All
All
right, I
right.
can hear and see you now in real time.
All right.
All right, and it looks like John posted a link.
That's the wrong link.
Don't open it.
That was a spam link.
Don't open it.
Well, for everyone that's watching,
We're like-
OnlyFans.
We're getting everybody right now. And shit.
Yeah.
Like, we're getting all your information.
for everyone that's watching, actually at the end of the live, once we're all done, I'll go back in the comments and I'll post their where you can find them on their different platforms, so that way you can give them a listen, a follow, and a subscribe. All right.
Absolutely. Thank you.
That way we know it's covered. All right, so it is a Halloween special, so of course we got to add some spookiness to it. So for you guys individually, what is your favorite horror movie and why?
Debbie Does Dallas.
That's a WHO.
Oh, that's a horror?
Horror
Horror movie. Oh, okay. Horror.
I mean, if you have stories from the Bunny Ranch, we'll take that too. We'll chalk that up as a spooky story.
Oh, shit.
Poltergeist is always a good one.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah. I recently watched that 13 Ghosts. That was
What's your
really
favorite of all time, though?
good. Ooh,
It's too hard.
man.
I mean, I like all the Rob Zombie movies. Like,
Yeah.
I know people ain't gonna like that I say that because they're always hating on him, but I don't know. House of the Thousand Corpses is pretty fucking gang.
Yeah. The Devil's Reject.
Solid choices. Solid choices.
What about you guys? You got a favorite horror movie?
Not that I can.
Horror, not
porno.
Yeah.
Got plenty of those.
Yeah.
He's over there like, my favorite scary movie, Showgirls.
I
Yeah.
can't think of anything specific. I always like the Freddy Krueger movies
Yeah.
because I dream all night. Like I could fall asleep and be in a horror movie sometimes. But
Andy?
I can't say I watch like corny horror movies, but I like World War Z. I like
That's like sci-fi and shit.
zombies.
Yeah.
Zombies.
as far as the
I don't know. It's just too hard for me.
And he was
Like
I
I've been
Zombo's
watching like
scary
fucking
picture
weirdo
gallery.
fucking like I'll like once I started getting okay. Here's a little thing about like horror movies for me. Like growing up, like my mom would be like watching all the fucking like crazy, like she was into horror shit. Like, but I watched a lot of like I got into like she would watch like Alfred Hitchcock and stuff, and she had like the books, like the Alfred Hitchcock fucking subscription where they're like horror stories and shit. So I was always like I grew up on that like from a very young age. But like so it's really hard because I outgrew that and I was like watching a lot of like foreign like horror films and stuff. So I don't know, but still like what sticks out it would be the Rob Zombie films. Like I really was into that.
I know like Ian Devine from Hired Fun. That guy's like a master of like horror films.
Those are all pretty solid choices. I mean, I dig them all. We have some comments I'm going to read through. AJ Marie says, get her done. Chris says that he's watching Renovated now and he digs it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Monique's
yeah.
Rob Zombies movies are pretty solid except for Lords of Salem and The Haunted World of El Super Bistro. She doesn't like those ones.
Okay.
Ronnie
Yeah.
chimed in and said that he's got
The
stories
Salem
from
one was
experience.
like, yeah. The Salem was I don't know.
I dug it, but that's just me.
I'm not gonna lie. Like I know there was a lot of hate on it and shit, and it was kind of not up to par for his movies. But like if you think about it from like an artistic fucking thing, like I'm not mad at it.
No, it's really good, especially from an artistic standpoint. And then Monique also asked if you guys like extreme horror movies.
Snuff films.
Basically, I guess that's what she's asking.
I mean, what the fuck? I think there was a movie called like Tetsuo or some shit, like a foreign film. Like that shit's like fucking insane. Like yeah. I mean, gore don't bother me. Like I said, I used to watch a lot of foreign films and shit. So like with subtitles and shit, like I think I've pretty much like I pretty much broke the barrier of like gore and fucking shit like that. So like I'm not against it at all. Like it is what it is. You guys,
I don't have a lot of time to watch movies, so like
I think it's called Tetsuo, if I'm correct. So if anybody goes and looks that up, it'll blow your fucking mind out.
Remember that creep show with Leslie Nelson where he buried the people on the beach with their heads sticking out of the sand?
Yeah.
So when the tide comes up, it would drown them. That one was pretty creepy. It's kind of weird to see people that are usually in comedy
Creep
do scary,
show,
creepy
dude.
stuff.
Creep
usually
show was
pretty
the
good,
classics.
Centipede was a good one.
That's not really horror though.
It's pretty scary.
I did
That's what I'm saying. Horror movies are super fiction. We used to we grew up in a different. Our parents and the parents and uncles in the late 70s, early 80s, fucking with their Ouija board, say, "Oh, don't fuck with that," and they'll cut them up, burn them, and they throw it back on the front porch the next day. So we don't really mess with that.
No, that makes sense.
What's that?
Sense. I said that makes complete sense. That would be some.
Yeah, so it's our life is a horror movie. You don't want none of that action.
No. All right, and then the next question is. There's a story behind this question, so I don't know if I should explain it now during the live or after when we wrap. But there's this short horror film that they've been passing along the internet that's mainstreamed, and they've been asking a lot of people from musicians, all aspects, if they've watched it and what they think of it. We'll go over that, I think, more after, and that way if you guys are open to watching it and posting your thoughts, you can.
All right.
Does that make sense? And I'll fill you in on the story of that later. All right, So, and she agrees with Monique when she asked the question. That's basically what they are, snuff films. My good friend is on here right now, Gus. He is a musician out of Colorado. He's showing some love. So thank you, Gus, for coming on. All right.
Absolutely, everybody. Cheers.
Moving on to the next portion of it. Do you guys want to do a little Q&A?
Hell yeah, let's go.
All right, so everyone out there that's watching, if you have any questions for the band, the guys are available. Let's drop in some questions and they'll answer them for you. Usually give them a few minutes to load because it usually takes a little bit.
That's all good.
Bella's just chilling over there. It's so awesome.
Oh, can you see her? Is she in there?
I see like her side profile, but it's just she's there.
She wants to take a nap and shit. She wants to be in the camera. She's camera shy, but she's not. Like,
all right. Monique asked, "What are your top 2 favorite bands?"
Ooh, yikes!
Yeah.
Ooh. Everybody else start. Started on this end, Andy.
Dude, I can't. There's no way.
I know.
It's
too tough.
What
man.
genre? I love all music. I love B.B. King. I love Offspring. I love System of the Down.
What are your top 2 that you can't go without?
Johnny?
Tupac and Rancid.
Nah,
Even Lash and Intoxicated Pedestrians.
that's I can't. Santana, cannot go without Santana. Woodstock '69. The whole, yeah. If you don't have that in your life,
Santana and what? I said Tupac and Rancid.
well, Santana Woodstock '69 show, and I love a lot of reggae. Fortunate Youth is killer. There's too many.
I know this way's so hard. Johnny, 2. You only get 2, fool. You're on an island, fool.
Hey, this is to AJ Marie, Black Magic Woman Santana. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, that is definitely
Yeah.
something.
Jimmy,
Dude, like Pennywise or Bad Religion. I mean, there's so many goddamn good ones.
Oh, Metallica.
it's too hard. It's too hard.
body
Like
count.
we'll never be able to fucking just.
Right.
I couldn't live without him. Yeah.
Like I said, Tupac and Rancid for me.
That'll work. All right, and now Christopher asks, "What's your favorite struggle meal after a show?"
Fucking tacos,
Booze.
Who's
booze and tacos.
All right, that works.
Anybody
And
else?
then,
Johnny?
Yeah, that's killer right there.
every person drinks and then goes to Jack in the Box.
he's
Dude.
like, "Tacos and beer."
Booze
There we
and
go.
tacos. I guess that's
Booze
like
and
the
movies.
consensus
Yeah.
around
All
here.
right, and Gus mentioned that your dreads are pretty, and then you did the middle. He likes your dreads.
He's blushing.
What are you saying?
Like,
Says you're
what?
pretty.
What in the middle? What?
Your dreads. He's complimenting your dreads.
He
Okay.
called you pretty, bro.
Hey,
I'm
thanks.
just telling you what it says.
Nobody ever calls me pretty.
You're
Yeah.
all pretty. There you go. I said
Yeah, they're like over 20 years strong, so fucking we're out here.
I can smell them
Like-
from here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Did you say I could smell them
They-
from here?
You heard me.
Yeah. Yeah.
like
Get a haircut. No.
fucking, these dreads are like I literally have dreads on my fucking beard and shit. Like
Oh, really?
fucking- Yeah, we out here.
I never could commit to real dreads. I had to just do the fake installs.
Yeah, my girl did that this year, and she kind of likes them. Well, she already has like dreads, but not her whole, not the whole thing. She has dreads, and then she got the extension ones for Burning Man this year, and she's into it. And so if I can't say anything about it, because if she's happy, then I'm happy.
Hey, that's how it works. You're smart. That's how it works.
She took them out, and now she just bought a whole new set. So fucking, we're doing it. We're committing.
Dodgers won.
That's good. All right, so we're gonna wrap up the questions, the Q&A, but we're gonna go into your guys' upcoming shows. I know you mentioned you have some stuff coming up.
Okay. Well, so we just did the Bandage show, and then we just did we threw on our own show, which I would like to like kind of speak on that a little bit.
Alturas. They hooked it up. Everything. That was
So I'm gonna break it down like how our last show came down or came about real quick. I'll try to be quick. So I sometimes I work for this venue, and I was like, hey, do you have anything going on for the zombie crawl in Reno this year? And he said, well, I did, but it fell through and I don't. And I was like, well, I've been for probably about 4 years now. I've been trying to do a video for one of our songs at the zombie crawl downtown, because it's got like a spooky Halloween vibe and shit. And so I asked, and then I was like, well, would it be cool if we used your stage and filmed a music video? And he was like, yeah, I don't see why not. Like, I ain't got shit going on. And so I'm like, all right, bet. And then after I hung up, I'm like, I hit him right back up, and I'm like, well, if we're doing a music video, why don't we just do a whole fucking show and shit? So, and then, so this is what's going to tie into this story makes sense. But, so recently we did a video, or we did a radio interview, and, you know, we were all like explaining our history and stuff like that. And, somebody had mentioned like we're like a Reno super group, and I never really realized it before, but we really are. And like everybody in this project has a side project, and and in their own right. So it's like everybody involved in this project are like are artists in a different spectrum. So
well, it's not a group, it's a tribe. Like you said, Johnny has side project. Jimmy got side project.
I got 2 side projects.
You're a solo artist. We've established that.
Yeah. Well, this guy does a podcast and does, you know.
Yeah.
And Hermano's side project coming up pretty soon.
we got the brothers have a band together. Johnny is in Evil Ash, which is like
Evil Ash, Pat.
And then
Kevin.
like I said,
Yeah.
we just got Jimmy. He's in punk rock, Machine Gun Vendetta,
Machine Gun.
like,
I also sing for Steamroller, the classic rock band.
multiple bands.
Yeah.
So what was I talking about? So like the super group thing. So I was like, hey, let's book a show. And so I got these guys like, I was like, hey, like, should we do all like shoot? So these guys had to play double duty that night, and they got their bands. So we had, and then also Karn, shout out Karn.
Yeah.
So
Jordan did Relic.
Oh
Yes.
yeah. He did
Yeah.
double.
our
double
other
duty.
our other MC kicked the night off. He does like
He
some
opened it.
EDM rap stuff too, solo stuff. So we got all the bands to like play together for one night, and that was fucking amazing. So we did the Vintage show, and then a week later we did our own show with all the bands involved. And then so now as far so that was like pretty intense of the last month or so, like just getting all that shit together. So as far as future, it's not confirmed yet, but we're trying to do the Rebellion Festival in Stockton next month, in November. Festival, I guess there's 40 bands, 3 stages in one day. So we're trying to sneak into that somehow. And then also we are opening for Head PE in January. Hopefully, if that all pans out as well, like that's what we were told. And that'll be the second time that we get to open up for Head PE, which is fucking dope because that's kind of our crowd. And then I think also somewhere around January or something, we get to open for Kung Fu Vampire again, and Hard Target is coming with him on this tour. And we already played, like I said, like we already played with Kung Fu multiple dates before. So it'll be fucking amazing it's cool. Like I said, like Cottonmouth Kings, Kung Fu, fucking Head PE, like years later, like we've already played with these guys, and years later, like we're back on tour with them and shit, like get to play some of their dates with them. And it's really cool how everything comes full circle, man. Cause those crowds are the people that fucking like that we really resonate with, and that's the fan base that we get.
That's badass. When you first played with those bands that you mentioned, Hempy and stuff like that. How was it? Like, did you say, holy shit, like, I'm actually opening for them, and this is like, I'm actually meeting them, like, pre-show or post-show? Like, how was it?
It totally was like it was totally like fucking mind blowing. Like, holy shit, like we're on the same stage with these guys, you know what I'm saying? And but I mean, it's just a day in the life, really. Like, people think it's like crazy fucking backstage antics and shit. And I mean, I guess like people are clowning around a little bit and stuff, but like on the real, like, like you got to think all these bands are like doing this shit every night. So like they're probably sleeping on the bus, or like it's not like we're all fucking having rager-ass fucking parties with the bands and shit. Like I guess
chill. Like, remember we went to.
I guess like every fucking band like has their own like ritual about like and not even just a band, but like every member of the band like kind of has their own fucking mindset of how they prepare for a show,
So here's the thing that I think, because I'm not a musician. I play for my brother. I'll do whatever my brother needs for me. But there's been times to support my brother's two bands, and we go, and literally I'm the only one there. And people come from Portland, Phoenix, and like nobody's there. So it's like, for all the effort they put, he's not playing on a Bose little, Bluetooth speaker. They're buying headsets. They're buying brand new strings. They're buying brand new mics. They're taking times out of their lives. You got kids. You got jobs. Not you. No, but you have. That's a joke. But that had a. That's what makes.
I was like, damn. God damn.
That's what makes me to be, as far as like, man, I would like to play a different. I do like he was saying, I like Metallica, Rage Against the Machine, but I like playing soul, more oldies type stuff. But the effort that these dudes put 3-4 days a week outside of their normal responsibilities, and then we're only because I'm there to gotta load up the equipment, take back the equipment.
This guy just drove an hour to get here,
and then nobody goes, so it's like I have to go.
He had to get his daughter from cheer practice.
Yeah. So then, but I feel like because we put that effort and because we got the love, whether it's for the music or the love for each other, but the more that if you don't show up to your own show, then forget about it. But we show up to our own shows, and now the crowds get bigger. The crowds get bigger. It's a lot of work,
man, and that's why I was saying earlier in the beginning is that I think that we really found a solid crew right now, because we all do have fucking crazy schedules. Fucking, we all have our own lives, and the fact that we're all dedicated to, even none of us wanted to be here tonight. Like, let's be real. Like, fucking,
you live here.
Yeah, he's like, you live here.
I didn't even want to.
No. It's understood.
No, but I'm saying, like, the fact of the matter, like everybody's all beat up and tired. We all fucking like been through the ringer today already, and that just shows a dedication, man. We got a solid fucking crew. We're missing one member right now, but he's at work too, and he works like fucking till third fucking shift or whatever the fuck. So,
nice.
So
it's cool to see that your guys' grind never stops. Your dedication and your perseverance through your end goal of what you want to do, your dream, and that's amazing. I get it 110%, and I thank you guys for taking time out of your schedule to come on. I appreciate it very much.
Yeah.
No, man, we love you, man. We want to come back all the time.
It's
been a while. Like last time we talked to you, it was fucking COVID and shit.
Yeah, it's been a while. Do you guys know who Sean Johnson is?
That's my brother-in-law.
All right. They're saying to tell Jimmy to show his butthole.
We had to wait for the end. That's we had to wait for the end.
Sean. I was
That's a Burning Man reference.
I was going to play a show with Machine Gun Vendetta, and I said, "Fuck that! I'm going to ask for some crowd participation. I'm going to show my butthole." And they were like, "You better." But
Prove it.
I was only kidding. And then like my wife in the middle of the show was all, "Show me your butthole," and he was like, "Yeah." I was like, everybody just started cheering. I was like, "No, I'm not doing that."
You didn't do it?
Hell no.
That's too funny.
That's I'm not.
All right. Well,
A couple of times I've said, "Can I get a hi-yi?" And people do it.
and he replied back to "You won't." He just put that in the comments.
That's his taunt.
Tell him to check his DMs.
Yeah, check your DM. I already sent you 4 photos.
It's the same hole.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. All right. Before we wrap, is there anything you guys would like to add in closing for our viewers?
Well, all 5 of them. Stop asking for his butthole. The 3 of them.
Yeah, he's got
Like
3
and
of them.
subscribe to our content. Share it with everybody you know.
Yeah.
And
Intoxicated
comment and
Television.
everything, and just just help us spread the word about what we're doing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically, for like the main thing is to subscribe to our channel. We're trying to monetize, so Intoxicated Television on YouTube, and it's spelled INTOXXIKATED Television. Yeah, I guess that's the main thing. And thanks for having us back. And like, we're not doing trivia tonight, or what?
I got one thing to say. Support your local musicians.
There you go.
Even if you don't like the genre, it might be a poetry night, open mic, it might be DJ stuff,
Comedy night.
It might what?
We're
But it takes a lot for people to take time out of their schedule to show up, to not get paid. It costs money to show up, and only because I've been there, I've been on the stage and I've been rooting these guys on. Just if you have the opportunity to say, "Oh, it's an open mic," or "Oh, this band's here tonight," just because you don't know them doesn't mean they're not good. But support it. Buy a $5 beer, throw your hands up, and say, "Hey, good job," because it takes a lot of. That's artists. Starving artists is the term, but it's the time and effort, and you might meet you might meet a crew or somebody that feels the same way. And you can grow on that, but support local art. Always support.
all right.
Local
I got a few things that I'd like to touch on right quick before we peace out. We are actually that show that we just did, of the Halloween show, that I got all these guys to perform was amazing. Like, I would like to say fuck, I'm spaced now. Hold on.
We love you too, man.
Yeah.
All right. No. Just like fucking. I forgot what the fuck I was talking about. What are we saying? Closing things. Oh yeah. So we were shooting a music video that night, and so that's one video that we're working on. We already started another video that we're working on with another artist, and we have a bunch of features. So we're actually working on. Between the time for our next shows that are coming up, like Kung Fu, Heavy, possibly this festival. But in the meantime, we're still working on. We have 3 videos that we're working on right now, in the process of that as well. So like, there's going to be way more content. I was talking about the Intoxicated Television. We drop content daily, so like every day is new content. Also, yeah, I mean that's I think that's it. Like, so we're working on more videos right now, and there's daily content coming out every single day, man. If y'all subscribe, that goes a long way, and we appreciate you and shit.
That works. I mean, we'll put the links below so they can subscribe and get it going.
Don't forget to turn on the notifications so that you know what's coming up next.
And check out our new video that just dropped today. It's fucking gang as fuck.
I dropped it in the comments, so it's
Play
still up.
that in closing.
Yeah, no doubt.
Say what's up to Nikki and
You
Riley.
guys
Larry
the
Brown.
link one and then the YouTube one as well, I believe.
Yeah, I linked the YouTube one. Yeah, I put that up there.
All right, cool. That works. All right, for you guys, don't go anywhere.
He's in Japan.
Oh, I'm sorry?
I said Scott, my drummer from Machine Gun Vendetta, what's up? He's in Japan. And Adam Dick, Larry Brown, Steamroller.
Oh yeah, one more thing before we close off. Is it cool?
Okay. Yep.
I would like these guys to like tell about their other projects real quick.
Oh, absolutely. The floor is yours. Go for it.
Whatever one of you guys wants to start, but please speak louder.
Yeah, so my other project, you can't really put a genre to it because we play so much different music. It's kind of punk rock. It kind of has a little country vibe to it.
Kind of Kurt Cobain-y.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a mix of a lot of
Kinda
things,
twangy,
and
bloody
it's a lot of fun. It's good party dance music called Evil Ash. I also tagged us in the comments too with the
Lash.
Right.
Evil Ash.
and yeah, we're
Yeah,
just getting
Evil
into
Ash.
recording.
It's like I consider it like punk grunge country for some reason.
that's
Punk
kind of
grungy?
what it
I
is.
mean, that actually sounds awesome. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
so we're recording an album right now. It should be done by the end of the year. Not sure we're gonna release it, but we're in the middle of recording right now.
And
So keep
it's
an eye out for
fucking
that.
amazing. And they're dealing with the they're dealing with the I don't know. Do we want to
Not
name
yet.
drop?
Not yet.
We don't want to name drop, but like this dude like did a Dr. Dre album, so and Eminem shit. So like
Yeah, so we're working.
like
we're
if
working
that
some
says
topics.
anything about it, like that, like the quality's gonna be there, and these guys are fucking amazing. And Evil Ash, check them out. Jimmy, you're
Yeah, Machine Gun Vendetta.
Machine Gun
Killer,
Vendetta.
killer.
Dude, yeah, if you haven't seen our show, you should. We have a music video, Dirty Politician. It's amazing. We also have one called Broken Glass we just released
There you
a
go.
couple months
Up a
ago.
little bit. Perfect. See it.
Also, I have a
Machine
band
Gun
called-
Vendetta.
also, I have a band called Steamroller. You can check them out.
That's good.
Yeah, Larry Brown, Renee. What's up?
Yeah, these guys are a fucking veteran fucking punk band in Reno. They fucking have actually toured the fucking country. Like, this ain't no joke.
Yeah, month-long tours.
20 years fucking deep and shit. So
Yeah,
uh,
this is actually our 20 years.
when we say this is a super group, and like I never even thought about it like that, but it really is. And I'm blessed you know, and also our new video that just came out today is produced by a Reno veteran and also featuring a Reno veteran. And so shout out to Dialect and fucking Richie Pinelli.
Yeah, Richie.
Those guys are like literally fucking started the Reno hip hop scene out here fucking 20 years ago. And we're blessed to even fucking have these guys associated with us. And yeah, so I guess I just wanted a little shout out for these guys, man.
Yeah,
No,
thanks,
that's
man.
cool.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Dude.
Are ready? I'll just do it on the live. When you guys are ready to promote your side projects, let me know.
Absolutely, we'll take them in the comments. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You guys don't go anywhere. For the rest of you guys, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys on Monday. So you guys have a good night. Bye.
Don't drink and drive.
Don't drink and drive. All right.
Yeah, we're intoxicated pedestrians.
Walk
We walk it off. Walk it off.